There it is. That's the Omen. So here's the Omen laptop. We're displaying that. We have a Surface there, and then we can always go back to PlayStation 3, which is, I believe, is number 3. There it is. So we have PlayStation on that one. Today we're going to bring a TESmart Matrix 2. Now this device has a little kick to it. So if you want to share 2 monitors and multiple systems on actual HDMI, this is the perfect way. As you guys notice, it goes to 4K and 60 Hertz. Now we're going to take a look at the actual device and see how it works. Now let's talk about a little bit more about the front of the system. Before you start messing around with it, I would suggest start reading the actual bypass and A and B directional systems in here. Now you have your left and right. This is a 3.5 jack in your power button on here. A section 1 through 4, they all light up, and then B section 1 through 4, they all light up. And then you have the IR connection here. This is for your receiver to actually remote control into it, and then the power indication light. Now let's go ahead and turn it around. You have a couple vents in the side, and including the other side too. Now in the back of it, this is where you actually get a little bit more information about. Now the DC 5V, that means it's 5 volts. Now you could power out of its TV the system, so you just could be residing in back of a multiple TVs or a TV, and you could double-sided tape if you want, or you could glue it into a system, or you could zip tie it pretty much. But some TVs could power the system up. They do sell USB that actually transmits into this system too. Now here you have your outputs. This is what's going to be displayed. So if you have one TV displaying, you could display any of these devices into the same TV. This other second TV will do the same, vice versa, the same thing. So B and A, and that's why I identify. So if you have 4 connections of 4 different devices and you want to display them from 4 different areas and 2 different areas, you can do that. First of all, I just want to let you know that the vendor was kind enough to send this out for us for review. So we're going to see how many ounces this thing is. All right, and right now we're looking at 9.30 ounces. So this is really light, as you can see. Doesn't take a lot of much weight. So we're going to go ahead and set this up and see how good it looks. And we're going to have a little setup here so you guys can see all the monitors that are going to connect to here, right? All right, we got it all set up in here. So first of all, we got 1 monitor here, 2 monitor here. Now this monitor here is actually have PlayStation 5 in here. We have 1 laptop, 1 desktop, and then the PlayStation 5 and a Surface. So we're gonna go ahead and do the review with them. Right now I'm displaying the actual laptop here, the Omen, one of the Omens, and then we're gonna go ahead and set up the PlayStation. We have the PlayStation display here. So right now, if I want to display the PlayStation on both, and then I have a number 3 PlayStation, right? So if I want it on both screens, you could just do this, go number 3, and it's gonna display both PlayStation 5 on both screens in a bit, if you guys notice. So we have it up there, we have it down here. Of course, you could do the same thing with the remote here. Batteries not included, so you gotta have to have one of those batteries for it too. So right now we have a PlayStation here, and we're gonna display here the actual Surface. All right, so we're gonna go into the Surface. If you guys can see the Surface, we're gonna go in here, switch it out, and we're gonna see if we can get the Surface, which is number 1. Nope. Number 2. There it is. Surface is number 2, right? So we got our Surface in here, which is, let me move the mouse so you guys can see it. The mouse is moving. So we got our Surface here. We have an Omen. We have a big desktop here. Everything's connected, if you guys can see it. And we could stretch the screens. We could actually clone the screens, and we could duplicate the screens. So I can display this monitor into both screens. Very simple. So we did display the PlayStation 5 on both screens. The audio is pretty loud in here. I'm able to control the PlayStation. Easy PlayStation controls. So if you guys can see that, you don't lose any quality of it. And now we are connected to the Surface. We're going to connect to a Surface here, and we're going to display the Surface here. So This is Surface is on, this is B and this is A. So we're gonna display Surface on A. So we go to A and we have to go to number 2. If you guys can see, you have to go to number 2. So we're gonna go to number 2, go 4, 1, 2. And now they both are gonna flicker, but if you guys notice, they're the same screens. Now, if I want to display PlayStation 5 on that one, or this desktop, or this laptop, or that desktop into that monitor, we can do that. So if I want to display the desktop on the top, A is the top one, B is the bottom. So we're gonna go A, we're gonna go the desktop, we're gonna look for the desktop. And right now the Surface stays in the bottom. Right now we're PlayStation 5, we're number 4, which is our desktop. And it should be coming up in any, nope, that's number 1 is our desktop. As you can see, number 1 is our desktop. And then we have our desktop here. So our desktop could be presenting a different screen. Overall, we're able to share everything exactly how we want. And I like that we can share the PlayStation. You could put a Nintendo Switch and you could put it on both screens, if you guys can see. So you got pretty much setting up the entire rooms with two screens and plenty of connections. And you could share your multimedia. You could share your desktop, your laptop, and your PlayStation 5 on within one system. So I hope you guys enjoy the video.